do another episode. Alright, let's do it though. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I have to climb up here.
Find a way.
Oh no. Ah. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to try to get over there. Ow. How do I get up there? Oh, up here. Okay.
This thing's so sad too.
What does that mean for me? Ah! Oh. No! Oh, come on.
This is so sad too.
No! Why do I keep failing to jump right there? Purple. Oh, sorry, clown. Yeah. Go to the middle. No. I understand. Just don't drop off yet. But we're here. Or if you go through there, there you go. Ah, finally got it.
This will have a lot easier time getting there.
Break it? No. I don't know what weapon do you have. Wait, he doesn't have anything that he has something different than what I have.
This looks like a
talk to everything that's I know who this is. It's the guy who...
Possible security detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security confirmed.
Make it there though. I know a shortcut to where it was. Boom, can't move to that. To go this way. Like that. Wait. I just went back to this. The only way this way can go for me to... So I need to get the light to this. In order for me to do that. Go here. And get the light to that. And get it to this thing somehow. In order to do that, the light to do this. And do that. So this isn't the entire thing. This is just on its own. So I could do this. How do I... This. Let's connect to anything else to be like this. Yay!
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the light. It's Aurea, your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the port. I will try to lift the threatened constraints. One has been exposed, but I am...
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
What will happen to the spirit if you do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. Save yourself. I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Keep moving towards the core.
Five. Ah, lava.
Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Where do we go? Here. Here? No. Where do I go? Do I go down? Is it even safe to go down? Yes.
Cyan said something about towers for.
Okay, it's not taking up much. Oh, cutscene.
New unit that Cyan warned us about. It will be easy.
Oh, that was a fire claw? I thought that was a frost claw. Ooh. What's this? Over it.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artak. She knew never used to die here. Let's go.
Is there a timer? Nope.
One of those?
It's the only way! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
What if Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there. The last verse of my sister's song.
I see a tower over there. 2 towers. Oh, we're gone. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I? I have never been over here. Cauldron Epsilon. Yes.
My interactions with Araya were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. The Battle of the Frozen Ghosts took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. We're so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Really?
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course Araya's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Araya's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level, perhaps even like colleagues.
This Firebreak project. It was just a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So you've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Rhea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Rhea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
Benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was fated in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Rhea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes. In many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life and impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and an incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robotic technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to
The scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
It's still out there. They're probably not very happy with us.
undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus' core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus' aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, firepaws are discouraging, that's for sure. What are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. Would be a nice change of pace. What about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to her.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you want.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Montauk. See how he's doing.
Can I make fast travel stuff? Yes. How much? Oh. I have way too much of that. Oh, there he is. Oh no, why is he standing so close to the edge?
My chieftain.
Just Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you never come along, I would march my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone. And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find even for a moment the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard her, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Montauk. And where I'm going, Warwick can't follow. Besides, we'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, with a path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now too, tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Practically.
It seemed that time a moment wasn't a waste after all. Firebrick, Cyan, Hephaestus, all very interesting.
So, the signal that Hades was for Hephaestus too. And unleash them on the world. His minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life, adapted to life, transformed from dozens of subordinate functions into immense intelligence beyond our understanding. Our current understanding anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they're both wanting dead.
They're mutual, this feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. We won't stop building until it kills us, which means that someday we may have to stop it. Or what is there first?
At first, this wasn't the only thing I learned about in the cut sounds. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
No. Only to you I extend criticism of warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You don't well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Sirens, because your personality could use that work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Jumping down the trail.
Okay, I don't want to go that way. So I need to go. What? Oh, it's this. Yeah, I already done that. It says I didn't do it, but I did. Yes. Wait. Oh. Squirrel bone. Really? Didn't mean to do that. Ammo. That's real. I need quests. This way. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just. Oh. Well then, what is this? Control tower. Level 48. Jeez. Control towers suck. Because you get rid of my shield. My armor. Nice.
Got their attention?
achievement. Reach level 50, okay. So I'll go with this. So I can see the fuel cell thing. Boom. It's dead now.
The machine saw me.
SCP-682, SCP-682. Oh, except that it can explode. So how much blue glow stuff do I have? Oh yeah, it's not here, it's in special items. I think, yes, I have 18! I'm rolling up a hill. Oh, a Thunderjaw. Right. Look at me.
That'll help.
I could shoot up here, but now it does. Most definitely shoot up here. Oh, then you can sort of hit me. Where are you going? Where were you going? Okay, I'm just fighting it just because, why not? I can't even hit it. Why is it climbing the side of a mountain? Come back here. This can hit it. What's this over here? Oh. One of these boys. Oh, that kills them fast. This, what's it called? The Storm Slinger is so good. It's probably most definitely better than the bow, but I like the bow. Just because I could, it's what I am better at. Oh, what is
These things
that?
again.
I can knock down trees? Dude, that's so cool. Oh, no, stop. I just one-shot him. Time for the big boy. Drop, and go up, stand up. Okay, I guess not. My eyeball is dry. Okay, time to start doing my quest.
This must be the cave that Shaman told me about. One way down. Not natural either.
This is so funny. Oh no. Living! Why don't you just take all of it? Or does it have to be like a certain shape and there's only one each one?
If I could move that flying machine over a little.
That flying machine? Wait, where do I have to go? Oh.
I wonder if my focus can pick anything up. Maybe there's some way to get that flying machine over here.
Aha. Nice smart. How do I go from here? Animal figurine. Aha! Here. I'm gonna be that much fall damage. It'll at least take off my entire shield.
Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across. There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock and Sierra and Echo. I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught sporting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
Maybe my focus will see something.
Ban him. Oh, it's something bad.
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here.
Really? Where am I supposed to go then?
Forget about traveling light. Something's been hacked out of it. Maybe I can find another of these flying machines.
Up. There.
Shouldn't be hard to remove. I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
I thought it was something else. That was like one of those things that... One of those things that, like, when you get too close to it, it goes... And it goes up in the air. I thought it was one of those... No. Ooh, it's explosive.
Give this to the Osram. Whatever they do,
Yeah.
they do with passion.
Anyways,
Some clouds.
my friend, my friend wants to watch your live stream and play a game on my phone.
Huh?
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spirit.
My friend
Use it
likes
to
to watch
attach
your live stream.
this for now. You'll find more, sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't
Songs
accept.
are what does the
accept
conclave do?
your,
They
invitation.
chant. They observe.
It's just.
No more. We must fight for it. You are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for threats. Only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear.
Ooh.
Works.
Transfer route. Stream modification. Weapon coil. What?
Do you wanna do a, I'd say... Oh. Something happened.
Hmm.
My game started.